Have you ever attended a Christmas dinner only to be questioned by a guest about the whereabouts of your girlfriend? This annoying feeling is so common these days that men are getting more and more tired of simple conversations and being around other people. Even though everyone believes that you should make your own decisions, social conditioning is still very powerful. Attend school, get a job, pay off your debt, get married, start a family, and hopefully retire at 65. This is the American dream. Don't lose sight of the fact that your government will almost certainly provide you with a comfortable pension. In all seriousness, men are starting to see through this scam, and MGTOW is growing every day. Even though this question is awkward, there is some good news. It is no longer annoying. Even though it seems like there are two different sets of rules, the answer is simple. Similar to how some women deliberately choose to have more than one partner. I have chosen not to get involved in a relationship. Is that all right? Although no one will be harmed as a result of the decisions you make. It is inevitable that some people will take offense to the opinions you express. They are free to say whatever they want, just as you are free to act however you see fit. Despite this, the question, "Why don't you have a girlfriend?" was the impetus for me to create this video. Stay right here, because I'm about to tell you the single most important reason why men are opting out of having relationships with women. After doing some investigation and pondering the matter, it is not hard to see how we got to where we are as a society today and how these social dynamics came to be. The vast majority of men were brought up learning how to treat and please a woman, but they were never instructed on what they should expect from a woman. However, most women were raised being taught what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man, which leads to the situation where men end up playing the role of Captain Save-A-Ho, also known as they tried to save unworthy tricks from their demons, regardless of whether those demons are daddy issues, high body counts, exes, etc. To put it another way, a woman envisions the ideal characteristics of her future partner to include height, strength, wealth, and attractiveness. This old-fashioned way of thinking has helped make women into intolerable people in today's society. They cannot tolerate spending time with a man who does not live up to their ridiculously high expectations, so they cannot hang out with that man. You are aware that I am referring to having 6 packs of abs, being 6 feet tall, and having a 6-figure income. Along with a certain mentality, women are led to believe that they are some sort of prize or idol that should be worshipped by others. This is a trick that is played on them. But thankfully, a growing number of men are disconnecting themselves from this and other harmful lies. Women often view themselves as the prize, and as a result, they have high expectations of the men who are waiting for their turn. Because of this, these crazy women have a strong sense of entitlement and think they deserve the best man available, even though they haven't done anything to deserve it. Once the passionate encounter is over, they have nothing more to offer than the appearance of being pretty and making the man she is with happy. But this is all they can think about. No interesting conversations, no child rearing, none of these things, just lust and some quick action. And they can't for the life of them figure out why Chad and Tyrone can only provide them with dick, while all the good men seem to have disappeared. Men are toxic, or men ain't men. She referred to a statistically insignificant subset of the male population. You are aware, however, that statistics in the modern era are suffocating and poisonous. In the event that these women find themselves involved with a man who does not fulfill all of the requirements, they will use words like settle to prevent themselves from feeling inferior to other women who actually get a top-tier male. It has always been expected of men to perform well regardless of how they feel, and that expectation has not changed in the modern world. If a man doesn't live up to her insane expectations, she has the right to leave the relationship and find someone who can provide for her better. Have you ever heard the expression happy wife, happy life? There you have it. Actually, it's a hassle to please anyone, which is why the Sigma and lone wolf lifestyles are becoming more prevalent with each passing day as well. If the man starts getting a little weak, guess what the woman will do? She will exercise her options. In other words, she will seek out a more suitable provider. There is no denying the oppressive nature of these statistics. 50% of women say they always have a contingency plan. Where is the affection? To a large extent, nowhere. I'm curious as to why men are withdrawing from the dating pool. Men are sick of busting their behinds in order to get a woman who doesn't value what they bring to the relationship. While these other women are contemplating the possibility that if he can cheat, then so can they are committed to monogamy from the start. When the guy is no longer convenient, the woman will often say that she isn't happy and use that as an excuse to cheat. Even if she has children with the man, she has no obligation to care for them because she is confident that she will prevail in court even if the children are involved. In fact, this is a very straightforward matter. Because women's promiscuity, radical liberalism, and the desire to have a traditional man without being a traditional woman are seen as liberating, there is now a group of men who don't want to be used and thrown away in relationships as stepping stones in women's lives. This group of men has been left behind. Because of this, MGTOW has experienced tremendous growth in a relatively short amount of time. When women are finally ready to settle down, they have amassed such a large amount of emotional baggage and such a high body count that their ability to form strong bonds with other people has been rendered obsolete. Moreover, men are expected to accept these women as if it were for their own pleasure, which is a shocking concept. Hell no, you're not anyone's retirement plan. Women are not held to the same high standards that men are expected to meet. Men have stopped dating because they have realized that the majority of women's only goal is to act as parasites on men and drain them of their money, energy, and happiness. Men have stopped dating because they have realized that most women's only goal is to act as leeches rather than moving on to the next victim. At the same time, she views herself as a victim of men who are toxically masculine. Some other guys are still holding out hope that they'll meet a nice girl, but she ain't coming over here. Because of this, my recommendation is that you adopt the MGTOW philosophy and strive to become the ideal version of yourself. Sever ties with pointless anticipations and work on improving yourself, and of course, any brothers who are over 3 or 4, if you get my meaning. This response may be a little lengthy, but it covers the many different reasons why men do not consider having a girlfriend. Men are unplugging themselves because they do not want to deal with low-hanging fruit, whether they learn the lesson the hard way or the easy way. I have a saying that goes something like this: chase a check, never chase a chick. You will quickly discover the benefits of embracing freedom if you do so. As always, my best wishes are for your continued and unending success. Now that I've given you some time to think about it, I want to know what you would say in response to the question of why you don't have a girlfriend. To give your support, click the thumbs up button. Please leave a comment below if you would like to see more videos like this one. Be sure to give it to the guys who are in the most precarious need of it.